At every graduation ceremony, IBF has been honored to present IBF Fellowship Awards to persons of distinction in the Republic of Trinidad and Tobago. Fellows are elected by IBF's council from among persons of distinction who, in the opinion of the council, have made a substantial contribution to the institute and or towards the advancement of the knowledge of the theory of banking and finance and or have given distinguished and meritorious service to the banking and finance industry and or have made a substantial contribution to the Institute of Banking and Finance of Trinidad and Tobago. Ladies and gentlemen, it is my pleasure to announce the two recipients of the 2024 IBF Fellowship Awards. Our first recipient, Ms. Karen DeBasey.
Ms. Karen DeBasey is an accomplished senior executive with over 3 decades of experience in the financial services and telecommunications industries, with a forward-thinking leadership style underscored by excellence and vision. Prior to her appointment at First Citizens in April 2015 as Chief Executive Officer, Ms. DeBasey held several senior positions at a global financial institution based in Trinidad and Tobago, including Managing Director of the Merchant Bank, Country Treasurer and Markets Head. Her extensive academic background, coupled with her vast local and international qualifications, which include a Bachelor of Science degree in Electrical Engineering with first-class honors from the University of the West Indies, a Master of Business Administration with distinction from the University of Warwick, and a Master of Science with distinction from the University of Essex, is bolstered by an innate technical business acumen. Ms. DeBasey serves as a director on several subsidiary boards within the First Citizens Group, the Bankers Association of Trinidad and Tobago, and United We Trinidad and Tobago. In 2020, Ms. DeBasey was appointed by the government of Trinidad and Tobago to the Roadmap to Recovery Committee to assist in the development of the country's plans for recovery from the disruption caused by the COVID-19 pandemic. Her past directorships include the American Chamber of Commerce of Trinidad and Tobago, the Energy Chamber of Trinidad and Tobago, and St. Lucia Electricity Services Limited, as well as Chairman of Trinidad Nitrogen Company Limited.
For distinguished and meritorious service to the banking and finance industry of Trinidad and Tobago, ladies and gentlemen, I am very pleased to invite Ms. Karen DeBasey to say a few words upon accepting this fellowship awards.
Good afternoon, everyone. Pro-Vice Chancellor of the University of the West Indies, Professor Rosemary Bell Antwine, Principal of my alma mater, Board and Management of IBF, President of the Bankers Association, Gail Pazos, my colleague, and distinguished graduates today. Good afternoon, and my very, very special congratulations to all of the graduates today. It's truly inspiring for me to see so many young banking professionals progressing their personal and professional development. Let me also say, express my very special gratitude, sincere gratitude to the Institute of Banking and Finance for this very special award. Professor Antwine Bell Antwine mentioned that I am a graduate of the University of the West Indies. As Che, your valedictorian, my first degree was actually in electrical and electronic engineering with a specialization in telecommunications. And as a young UWI graduate, I would never have believed that a moment like this would be here for me, where I'm being honored by a banking institute in Trinidad and Tobago. I enjoyed my discipline as an electrical engineer, and I think I succeeded in them for a brief part of my career. And I commenced my entry into the banking sector in the early 90s, and I hope things have changed, and certainly from my perspective, changed for the better. It's this year, it's over 3 decades that I've been in banking, and this journey has afforded me the opportunity to use my abilities, I hope, in service to others. Banking has allowed me the privilege of marrying my affinity for numbers. I'm an engineer by background, but marrying that affinity with a passion for serving people. Um, and this has made my journey in banking a fulfilling one, allowing me to lead and contribute to the way we bank. And I hope, as our existing BAT president urged, that I have contributed to the development in the communities in which we operate. To borrow from this year's theme, IBF theme, knowledge is truly the currency for success. But I must add that as my banking knowledge grew and as my connections grew, it birthed great collaborations, and it is with the support of partners and mentors that I believe I've been able to witness the development of our infrastructure, our industries, and our economy. And today I'd like to sincerely thank all of those persons who have helped me to achieve all that I have. They have all taught me to tap into the strength that's there in unity, a strength that, with my own abilities, I have to acknowledge I could only have done so much. But by adding to my abilities the knowledge and experience of others, I hope the results have been multiplied. Ladies and gentlemen, awardees, graduates, it's really been an honor not just to serve, but also to advocate for our sector and for those who drive it. You are the next generation of those who are coming up to lead and drive the sector. I really, really genuinely believe that a robust financial and banking industry forms an integral basis for giving our people and the generations to come a better life. During the pandemic, I had the privilege of representing bankers as president of BAT at that point in time, knowing then, as I know today, that we remain essential to the business and the lives of our economies and our communities today and for tomorrow. So as I close, let me once more say to IBF, thank you for this distinguished award. And once more, congratulations to all of the graduates today. Today is a celebration of you, but it's also to allow you to reflect and think about the role that you will have to continue to represent a sector that truly is critical to the development and growth of our communities and our countries. Thank you again for the acknowledgement of the small part I've had to play. Thank you very much for this award.
Thank you, Mr. Abesi, for those remarks, and we do appreciate you. We now move to our second recipient, Mr. Nigel Batiste. Nigel M. Batiste is a career banker for the past 33 years. He is the Group President and Chief Executive Officer of Republic Financial Holdings Limited and President and Managing Director of Republic Bank Limited. Mr. Batiste holds a Bachelor of Science with Honours and a Master of Science in Economics from the University of the West Indies, is a graduate of the Harvard Business School's Advanced Management Program, holds a Diploma with Distinction from the ABE Estonia Graduate School of Banking in USA, and is a member of the Chartered Institute of Bankers in England. Mr. Batiste joined Republic Bank in 1991 after spending 2 years at the Caribbean Development Bank in Barbados, where he was employed as a country economist. Prior to assuming his current position of President and Managing Director, he served as Deputy Managing Director and Executive Director of Republic Bank Limited, General Manager, Human Resources, and Managing Director of the group's subsidiary in Guyana. Mr. Batiste currently sits on the boards of the group's subsidiary in Guyana, Ghana, Cayman, as well as various other subsidiaries in Trinidad. For distinguished and meritorious service to the banking and finance industry of Trinidad and Tobago, ladies and gentlemen, we are very pleased to share Mr. Batiste's remarks on accepting this fellowship award.
Ladies and gentlemen, good day. It is a privilege for me to be accepting the award, the fellowship award from the Institute of Banking and Finance. However, I'm accepting this award not just on my behalf, but on behalf of the many mentors and colleagues who have contributed to my development over the last 33 years. I've been quite privileged, right, to have worked with a number of exceptional professionals. And anything that anyone considers that I've accomplished over those 33 years has only been as a result of their support. So I'm very pleased that the Institute of Banking and Finance is recognizing the contributions of professionals in the field and has chosen to recognize my contribution. But my contribution is the sum total of the contributions of many individuals. So I would like to thank them for their contribution to my success. I would like to thank the Institute for its recognition of the role of many professionals. And for those aspiring leaders outside there, my one word of advice to everyone would be that they always try to be better today than they were yesterday, and not focus on the end, focus on the journey. Thank you very much. As I said, it is a privilege for me to be accepting this award on my behalf and on behalf of so many others who have contributed to my success. And I wish everyone the very best in their future careers, and everyone at the Institute of Banking and Finance every success in their future endeavors. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Mr. Batiste. Ladies and gentlemen, we have come to the end of a significant occasion. At this time, I would like to welcome Council Director and GMMB Bank, Trinidad and Tobago Limited representative, Mr. Michael Green, to offer a vote of thanks.
All protocols observed. And let me start by saying my condolences to the family of Giselle. Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. It is my pleasure to have been asked to deliver a vote of thanks on this special occasion. On behalf of IBF Council, management, and staff, I would like to extend a heartfelt thank you to all who contributed to make this virtual graduation of 2024 such a memorable one. To our featured speaker, Professor Rosemary Bell-Antwine, Pro Vice Chancellor and Principal of St. Augustine Campus of the University of the West Indies, on behalf of the Council of IBF, our distinguished fellows, and graduating class of 2024, we thank you for your words of wisdom imparted to us today. Your words of advice to the graduates on knowledge, the currency for success, and the need to apply this knowledge appropriately resonated not only with the graduates, but with the entire audience here today. As you challenge the financial sector to improve financial inclusion, increase financing of ESG opportunities, and provide a platform for economic growth and development. To Ms. Gail Pazos, President of the Bankers Association of Trinidad and Tobago, we thank you for your very timely and apt opening remarks. From your quote, from Sparrow, to your own guiding principles of dynamism, using the power of knowledge, and never being afraid to share that knowledge, all resonated with us here today. To the IBF president, Ms. Lauren Guevara, we thank you for those enlightened and informative welcome remarks. To our international partners, Keith Checkley, Bangor University, and the Chartered Banker Institute. Thank you for the continued support, not only to the IBF, but the various programs run by the IBF. To our top awardees and fellowship awardees, we thank you and also highlight your tremendous success throughout the program and also your careers. You are a shining example to us all. To our valedictorian, keep up the good work. Your words were inspiring to all of us. To our entertainer, who played a very lively and magnificent rendition, much to the delight of the virtual audience, we thank you. To Marsha and her team at IBF, a big thank you for the planning and execution of such a wonderful graduation ceremony. To the family members, we cannot forget the family members who were instrumental and played a vital role in providing unwavering support to the graduates. And finally, by no means least, members of the media, we thank you very much. And before I bring the proceedings to close, let me wish everyone a productive and wonderful week ahead. Thank you.